2.0.
Screwed right. I did it once and I'd do it again. Gonna get beat. You're gonna taste defeat. Cause I lie, I steal, I cheat. Cause no one can withstand my Latino heat. You step in this ring, you're messing with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's something you don't do. Do I think you can beat my ass? Hell no. Do I think I can beat your ass? Why, hell yeah.
Terry with the gold dust.
Oh man, that's funny. How we doing, y'all?
It's Monday.
Yes, sir.
It is. I am trying to get this up. So Brandon, tell us about the agenda for tonight, what we're gonna be covering, if you don't mind, while I get us up and running here.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing top 10. We usually, most of the time, we don't really go by favorites. We usually just go off of like whatever. But today will be top 10 favorite tag teams and then favorite wrestlers overall. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I know Bret Hart's really high on Andrew's list, so
Bret Hart's always very down.
and Rey Mysterio.
Man, I would tell you what, like now that we're talking about that on X, man, I took a beating for that. Like literally, Ice Cube's son blocked me, made a post about me. Like not only blocked me, made a post and said like didn't quote tweet me or nothing. Literally, it come out and he said, and somebody screenshot to send it to me. He said, I just saw a fool on X say that Rey Mysterio Jr. was overrated, so I blocked him. So I'll go to his page, and for sure he blocked me.
At least he was standing on business.
Yeah. But damn, took the coward's way out and had to block you before.
He didn't want to tag you.
Like, I don't want the smoke, even though my dad has one of the greatest diss songs of all time. Like,
Yeah,
dude.
He just chose super violence. He's like, you know what? I'll just block this fool.
I'm gonna block him, then talk shit.
I'm sick of this motherfucker. I didn't even know it. First time I've ever encountered him. I don't like him.
You didn't give a good first impression.
Oh yeah, it's just mind blowing to me that he's actually a wrestling fan.
Oh yeah, he's a huge.
The wrestling's a pop culture thing. Like a lot of people, you wouldn't think like certain things. So
yeah,
I mean, if you look. Sit beside me, buddy. If you look at all the celebrities that go to WWE events, we're talking about current, former, older. I mean, it is live. Wrestling can be cool when they let it be.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just like a story. It's no different from any other show you watch. Only it's more, you feel more interactive with the characters. Like right now, I mean, there's a couple things that are going really good in AEW and WWE. A couple things going really bad in both as well. So, but we're talking about former. Stop it. We're talking about former stuff, and we know that was good.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. Let's go ahead, and you want to do tag teams first?
yeah, we can if you want.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll go 10 down to 1. Brandon, number 10, favorite tag team.
So I've been kind of going around the card on this one. A lot of these are interchangeable, but I'm gonna just start out regular. I'm gonna go. Let me go rated RKO at 10. I thought that was a really cool thing. I don't think anybody really expected it, and they were like the perfect like force to go against DX at that time because they're both former world champions, just like both of them. But they're like the complete opposite of what they were. So I feel like they didn't clash. I feel like they worked really, really well together. She's gonna get popped in the head with the guitar, apparently.
I'm waiting. I'm trying. I'm getting all this stuff done here. James, number 10.
I'll probably catch some smoke for this one, but I honestly think that once they found their rhythm in like the mid 2010s, they really started gaining some good traction under their feet, and they had a really good rivalry with the New Day, and it was just going to be fire anytime those two tag teams got in the ring together. Number 10, I'm going to have to go with the Usos.
Alrighty. I like the Usos, so no crazy talk there.
We should have did factions. Andrew would have said the Odyssey or whatever. Jurgen audio.
Alrighty. So number 10 for me, it's a real simple phrase. Oh, you didn't know?
Mm-hmm.
New Age.
Your ass better call somebody. At number 10, I'm going the New Age Outlaws. I like their intro. I like their antics. I like them on the mic. In the ring, they were average, very average. But their intro, their speaking gigs, when they come out and just did antics, absolutely fun. They deserve to be on this list. They held the championship a lot, and they held it down during the Attitude Era. And you know that shit wasn't easy to do. You had to be real popular.
You remember when they stole them from LOD and they kept running away from them, and they got in the freaking car and just dipped.
DX were them dudes. My favorite at number 10. Not DX, I'm sorry, but they were DX. But my favorite at number 10, the New Age Outlaws.
Okay. I'm gonna go with an obscure tag team. I'm going 2-man power trip. I just thought it was I thought it was badass because I'm like, dude, these dudes they can't get along. They're two badass dudes. They gonna clash. But they're like, you know what? We just gonna jack everybody up. We're gonna get all the gold. And that's exactly what they did. It worked. It wasn't like a long-term thing, but two guys that could be the top at any point, and they just form a tag team and just run through everybody. Yeah. I like 2-man power trip.
Yeah, I didn't hate them. You'll get no crazy talk from me. James, number 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with another obscure one as well. I'm gonna go with the Rock and Sock Connection. Like, you had The Rock, who was the all-time top, one of the top guys during the Attitude Era, and then you also had Mick Foley, who was just that comedic relief, and just both of them saying that they loved working with each other, and the "This Is Your Moment" segment that put WWE over WCW. Like, everything they did was just pure. Aside from awesome, but just pure comedic gold.
I like when they came back at WrestleMania 20 against Evolution. That was cool. 46 people watching.
We appreciate it. So you went with another obscure number 9 for me, and I liked them. I felt like they just. It's really hard. My number 9 for me is the Dudleys, and I know they're probably going to be way higher on your list as favorites, but I like them. But most of their career, you really didn't get to watch ECW on TV. A lot of times you had to go to live shows, and I wasn't able to do that. So I didn't really get to see them as much until they made their way to WWE, and they really weren't there that super long. But I liked them, so they come in at number 9 for me, and that's the Dudley Boys.
Okay. I'm gonna go with like a golden era new generation tag team. Give me the Hart Foundation. Neidhart and Bret Hart. I love their style. One technical guy, one bruiser guy. I know Andrew really is a big Hart guy, so I want to give shout out to his guys, but I mess up the Hart Foundation.
Alrighty.
He's like, nope.
I really thought Brandon hit it on the head with this one. It's his 9 spot, but I got him at the 8. I'm gonna go with the 2-man power trip. Like, you really thought these Austin and Triple H weren't gonna get along, but man, they were just running through everyone and taking what they wanted.
Alrighty. Number 8 for me, I'm gonna go with the Hardys. I absolutely love the Hardys. I know they're probably both going to be higher on your list as well, but I'm a little older, and I think that really comes into play here, especially I'm looking at my list now. But I really did like the Hardys, but like they were inconsistent. They were no shows on some of the shows they were supposed to be there. Like they said Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian, then the match never happened because Jeff never showed up. But I still
Jeff.
But outside of
literally.
Outside number 8, I got the Hardys.
Okay. I'm going to take a page out of your book for number 7. I got the Hardys at 7. That was a big part of my childhood. I do factor that in as well. I think it was just being like younger like that and just seeing the stuff that they were doing. Primarily Jeff just freaking doing swantons on the freaking ladders and stuff. You were a kid wanting to do that in the backyard. They were cool, man. I feel like they just really fit into the era they were in. The fact that they're still going is crazy. They really need to hang it up though. They're getting a little too old.
They're champions.
They are. They still going.
They're holding the straps. I mean, they still got something to give. Okay, stop. They still got something to give. So, but yeah, they shouldn't have the titles. TNA isn't a serious business anymore. James.
I'm going with 3 straight obscure ones, but I honestly think this tag team was really underrated during the mid 2000s. I'm going with Paul London and Brian Kendrick, 2 cruiserweights that were just put together, and honestly, in a way, they just meshed. And I really thought that they deserved more tag team title runs and everything like that because they held on to the WWE tag team titles for such a long time. So yeah, I'm going with Paul London and Brian Kendrick on this one.
They were kind of like one of those first, like really like fast paced, like high flying tag teams.
Yeah,
so the entrance music set the tone, bro. Dun, 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 dun. It was
even their entrance too, like it was sprinting to the ring.
They kind of took a page out of the Rockers book in a way. It was like a modern day Rockers. They were doing like more flips and stuff. But I like Paul London and them. They were good.
Yeah. And then when Ashley came onto the scene, it was like, yes, like she fits them so perfectly. Like just the way she dresses up that like I don't want to say tomboy, but it was like her persona that worked with it.
They were one of the better tag teams of the Ruthless Aggression, at least on SmackDown. Maybe not Raw, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. At number 7, I'm going to go with the Steiner brothers. They were really cool together. I really liked Big Papa Pump when he had the long hair and he was a tag team.
It's so weird.
It is. But it was really cool stuff. The Steiner brothers are really fun to watch. They were WCW, NWA all the time. They went to WWF for a short time, won titles, kind of like Ric Flair did. Went for a short time, won title, left again. So at number 7, I got the Steiner brothers.
It's crazy that Scott Steiner is like one of the original people to do like the shooting star press. I'm like, dude, you're way too big for that, bro. Like,
and then we saw Brock Lesnar's ass do a shooting star press.
That was in a time where like big dudes didn't go up top like that. So for him to like be high as hell off the ring, I thought I was gonna break my neck, like straight up. Like, but next I'm gonna go London and Kendrick. I like the tag team scene on SmackDown at that time, and they held it down before. Towards the end, they went back and forth with Deuce and Domino and stuff, and that was pretty cool. But London and Kendrick, I feel like they could have been like a tag team in almost any era because they were just really fast paced, smooth, and that's kind of a really cool style. So,
all right, James, number 6.
Number 6, I'm gonna go with your number 10 pick, Andrew. What they lacked in the ring, they definitely made up for on the mic, especially the entrance that they had. Not to mention, like you said, their antics. Number 6, I'm going with the New Age Outlaws.
Yeah, I love the New Age Outlaws. I think they were, they were a little further down on my list, but I really did like them. So for me, number 6. I'm going Edge and Christian. I really like that tag team, and like all these last ones are dominated by older tag teams from my childhood. I'm not going to give them away, obviously, but Edge and Christian edging out some of the older ones like that. They were one of my favorite tag teams. Like I really like. They were just so, especially when these motherfuckers would be like, I mean that shit was like Chris Jericho and the List. I mean, I just fucking work. Edge and Christian work. Still working right now. In AEW, which is not TNA, it's a big time deal. It's the major leagues. Still working to this day. So Edge and Christian at number 6 for me. Brandon.
Number 5, I'm gonna go Motor City Machine Guns, but like in their prime. Not now. They're older and washed up. They took a page out of London and Kendrick and the Rockers, and they took it to a whole nother level. Fast, high flying, athletic. They dominated the tag team division outside of another one I'm probably going to end up talking about. But a lot of people who didn't watch TNA at that time won't understand. But the people who at least got to see some of it, like they were so good. And the fact that they didn't make it to WWE until like 2 years ago, like that was a shame. Like that was trash. But they're one of the greatest tag teams outside of WWE, in my opinion.
Excellent. James.
I'm gonna go with another underrated one here. It was probably short-lived, but man, did it pull some serious good money for them. I'm gonna go back to the golden age of WWE, and I'm gonna go with the Mega Powers. Just something about Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan working together as a tag team. Just they meshed so well, and they also made for such a great rivalry as well.
Ooh, I see lust in your eyes, Hogan.
In fact, I don't think I'm gonna be coming down for quite some time.
You're not gonna get Queen Elizabeth. Ooh, no.
Mega Powers were a big deal, man. They really were a big deal. So that was number 5. So for me, at number 5, I'm gonna go the Outsiders. I really like Nash and Hall, or Hall and Nash, however y'all want to do it. I felt like they were as dominant in WCW as the New Age Outlaws were in WWF. So and those motherfuckers would fuck you up too. Like the New Age Outlaws would just beat you, roll out, and run. That was their MO. The Outsiders would beat you and then be like, you know what? 6 more jackknife power bombs. I mean, brutal. Loved them. Number 5 for me is the Outsiders for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go with another one that people don't talk about enough. I'm going Beer Money. And number 4, Robert Roode, James Storm. Man, you got Bobby Roode coming out in this freaking robe, and you got James Storm riding on a freaking little beer cart with freaking big bottles of beer and stuff, bro. They were a good tag team, and they dominated. They ran through everybody in the tag team division. They were entertaining. Come on, bro. You got one dude who's supposed to be this corporate guy with all the money. The other guy's just a freaking drunk cowboy, and they busting beer bottles over people's heads and stuff. And they got Jackie as their freaking Jacqueline as their freaking manager. Like, they were really cool.
They were. James.
Yeah, so like you said, I would have them higher up on my list, and that is a straight fact. Number, what are we on, 4?
Yes.
Yeah, so number 4, I'm going to go with the Hardys. Just, they were high flyers, and they were born to be high flyers. Like, they were, and not to mention, they were 1/3 of the golden triangle of the Attitude Era of the tag team division, which was the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudleys. And everything about the Hardys, what they brought to TLC and everything was just so awesome. And obviously you got my 10-year-old stupid ass doing Jeff Hardy moves like the Swanton Bomb on a trampoline.
Oh gosh.
Man, that's wild stuff. I just, as a kid, I'm kind of glad that our wrestlers were like Shawn Michaels and like we just kick each other. We didn't get on top of the house.
Nah, bro. We was like trying to jump off of shit. Like,
Right.
like
So
you can do that. They're like, don't try this at home. I'm like, we can try that.
The only person that did that when I was a kid was Chris's favorite wrestler. All right, so at number 4, I'm gonna go with the Rockers. Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. So that's actually, when I was a kid, I saw them come out and I was like, I watched Shawn Michaels in the ring and then they gave him the mic and I was like, that's the dude right there. Like, this is the most entertaining person I've ever watched in wrestling. And then all of a sudden, he just fucking kicks the shit out of Marty Jannetty. As I'm watching that live, by the way, on the event, and kicks him, throws him through the window. I was like, hell yeah. But them as a tag team, I really love them. They come in at number 4 for me.
Well, this is gonna surprise you. I got the Rockers at 3. I just love their, like, I like those fast-paced ones of the modern era. Shout out to the 106 people watching currently.
Terry,
it's what all those modern tag teams I was talking about. The Rockers were like the OGs. Just run to the ring, bro. They can do everything. High flying, off the ropes, all the technical moves. Like, I just love their style. It was just so smooth. What Marty couldn't give you on the mic, he wasn't a bad wrestler. Like, him and Shawn Styles really worked together well, and they were a tag team for a long time. A lot of people thought they were going to kind of keep going, like, and get maybe more of a shot with the WWF tag team titles. But obviously, like he said, homeboy got super kicked and threw into the glass, and the rest is history. Marty
Vince knew where the money was going to be made.
Marty liked the Booger Sugar, and Shawn liked world titles. So there we are.
exactly how it went down.
Not to mention one of the greatest heel turns of all time, too.
Yep. I love the Rockers though, dude. I could watch the Rockers every day. No, like I guess you could say that the Hardys were kind of their own thing.
So I agree with Terry that, for a little bit here. I know she'll turn James. I'm gonna let you go. I'm not trying to hold you up, but the Hardys don't become the Hardys without the Rockers being the Rockers.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that. I know they were a different version, and I agree with what you're saying too, Brandon. They're not the same. However, the
They had
Hardys
to pave the way for them, though.
Yeah,
right. The Hardys never come if the Rockers didn't do what they did, for sure. I get that, Terry. But no, the Hardys were good. Not the same style, but I get what you both say. You're both right in my opinion. James.
Yeah. So number 3, I mean, what would tag team wrestling be without this tag team? Number 3, I'm going with the Legion of Doom. Everything from their entrance to their finishing move, just everything about them screamed being a tag team.
I don't disagree at all.
You can't be mad at that.
Not mad at all, man. Legion of Doom were so this is our top 10 favorites. So everybody knows it's not the top 10 greatest of all time, but I have LOD as the greatest tag team of all time, personally. That's my personal opinion. Number 3 for me, I'm going Harlem Heat. Man, fucking Booker T's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and that they were fun. They come out, man. Booker T fucking did the fucking scissor kick dude in the back of the head. I'm like, damn. I mean, that shit looked like it really hurt. And they were bigger than life people, and they had these flames, and like they were just really cool. Like they really nailed the characters there. Like it was perfect. Harlem Heat by far for me is my 3rd favorite.
I like that era of WCW when they had the freaking like the Star Wars looking doors that would like open and they would come out and stuff. That was so cool, bro. Because like when I think of that stage, Harlem Heat's like the first tag team I think about.
He already picked the Usos at number 10.
Yep, I did.
I don't have any modern ones that more recent.
I was gonna say the Usos are probably the only modern tag team I got on here.
Yeah.
Everybody else, it was like when I was a teenager during my high school days.
Mm-hmm. For me, I'm going DX, just HBK and Shawn Michaels. I mean, not HBK and Triple H, like just them two together. Didn't matter whether they were wrestling. Pretty much more just that behind the scenes antics, whether it was in the beginning or when they came back in 06. Like those two together were like peas in a pod, bro. Like it's just you could watch DX clips all day and never get bored. Like you're just gonna laugh your ass off the whole day. So
I just kicked Stan.
I just kick Stan. Or they get banned from Raw and they're trying to find tickets, so they go out there with Crime Time and they can't
dude,
they can't get tickets. So Crime's like, I got it, I can speak jive. Man, what's good, brother? What's going on, brother? You know, we need the heezy with the feezy. No, give me
that killed when Sean said that. I was on the floor in tears.
And then you got Triple H after for shizzle. Like, what? But DX, dude, I can't never. I still got the old freaking DVDs with the freaking hands that do this in the freaking copy. So yeah, I got DX at 2.
All right, James.
I'll probably catch some heat for this one, but honestly, like they're just too good not to include on this list. Now WWE made us believe that they were brothers, and I still hold that. I will still die on that hill that they are brothers to this very day. But when they got as singles, they were so good doing what they did. But as a tag team, you knew there was going to be destruction and havoc anytime they stepped in the ring. Number 2, I'm going with the Brothers of Destruction.
That's not crazy talk. I don't have them in my top 10 favorites, but I enjoyed watching them. I always liked the Undertaker and Kane both. So I mean that's not crazy. Thought you were gonna say like Superfly and Roddy Piper. I was like,
nah, just Kane and the Undertaker, very underrated as a tag team. But man, like anytime you heard Kane's entrance and then it exploded into Limp Bizkit rolling, just you knew you were in for a long night.
Man, underrated. Kane and Big Show were kind of dope. Like,
I
like Kane and Big Show. That was cool.
They were.
They
weren't
really
together
did.
long, but I just like the vibe.
Oh yeah.
You damn infant.
So we said this our top 10 favorites, and LOD to be number 3 in his top 10.
Okay, he's got Billy and Chuck as his 1.
But you see, he never really saw the Road Warriors during their peak. He did see them later on and all that. For him to still put them at 3, I don't know, man. I think that's
unfortunately, Unfortunately, I was growing up when Vince gave us the 2000s versions of the Road Warriors with Heidenreich.
Heidenreich.
I mean, look, for me as a kid, I sort of enjoyed it, but looking back, I was just like, what the hell was that?
But you still caught LOD in our childhood. They were still around.
Yeah, and then when I heard the
weren't-
entrance, I was like, okay, this is pretty badass.
Hold on, but I was around when they were the Road Warriors.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't. So
No,
okay.
but still. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I respect it. I respect them being at number 3, seeing how you really didn't get the, see them like that, like I did. Because the Road Warriors and Doom, which was Farouk, Ron Simmons, and Butch Reed, that rivalry was good. But that's another thing. Number 2, I got LOD, Road Warriors. I love watching them come out. Those motherfuckers walked out there with them spikes and that face paint. I was like, yeah, that's some cool ass shit right there. I fuck with the Road Warriors heavy. Greatest tag team of all time in my opinion. So at number 2, I'm gonna go with the Road Warriors. Brandon, it is time for your favorite tag team. I know Palumbo is gonna make the list here, right? Or
On Terry's list, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm sad to say I actually know the tag team he's talking about.
And he likes Spirit Squad too, but they're a faction.
hey, we're a faction. Number 1.
Get the tables, bro. The Dudleys. Didn't matter if it was in the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era, when they were Team 3D and TNA, ECW. Come on, man. I just love the Dudley Boys because anytime you heard it's going down, like, oh, it's going down. It's going down. And you hear Bubba Ray sing at the tables, it's about to go down. So, yeah, I love the Dudley Boys. It didn't matter if they were young, old. They were always entertaining. And they always put on banger matches. And they got the best tag team finisher. The 3D is by far the best tag team finisher, in my opinion.
That's cool stuff. Number
Andrew
1.
Andrew be sounding like he's so uninterested. Yeah, it's cool, bro.
It's not.
Yeah, no, I'm a copy and paste what Brandon said. Number 1, I'm going with the Dudleys.
I knew you were both going to pick the Dudleys. I should have bet. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, everything about the Dudleys, much like the Legion of Doom, just screamed tag team. They looked like a tag team. They operated like a tag team. You had one guy who was a technical wrestler. I believe it was Devon. And then you had the physical guy being Bubba Ray. Just everything about them screamed being a tag team. When they started rocking the camo, it worked for them. And then once Stacy Keibler became the female for them, it worked. Not to mention, you got Saliva performing at WrestleMania, your entrance. Like, come on. Doesn't get much better than that.
Cool.
I'm hoping you stocked up on your hot dogs and corn, by the way. Got you a fresh USC. Make sure you got that.
At number 1, I'm sure y'all have heard of them, but y'all have probably never seen them perform live. Number 1 for me is the Fabulous Freebirds. Man, that fucking tag team it was just my favorite as a kid. They come out and it's just like they would throw an LOD like Michael Hayes big. I mean, he's a big motherfucker. You saw him later, older, when he was there, but he was a big motherfucker. He would pick up Hawk and just chunk him, and I was like, holy shit! And then they beat them for the titles. Instantly, I'm like, yeah, those are my dudes there. So at number 1, I got the Fabulous Freebirds. Yeah, shout out to
141
people watching.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you want to jump to the next topic, or do you want to use one of those graphics, Andrew?
Yeah, let's use one of those graphics. Let's go ahead and start with this one. And we didn't put Spirit Squad in there for you, James. Sorry.
Oh, that's Terry, dude.
Terry. All right, so what I want to do here, first, what is your favorite faction here? Brandon.
Man, that's like not even fair because I love all of them. Like, and a lot of people go, "Oh, you're younger, like you wouldn't appreciate the Four Horsemen," but I love the Four Horsemen. Like the Four Horsemen were like you wouldn't have had any of the others without the Four Horsemen. They were just so iconic, and the fact that they would hang around and add new members later and it still work was great. Man,
I agree. I agree 100%.
Honestly, are we saying who's the best or our favorite?
No, your favorite.
My favorite, man, that's tough. I'm gonna go DX, but the Four Horsemen are like really close for me, so I'm gonna go DX. They just gave me so much entertainment that I can go back and watch over and over, and it never get old. So I go DX, but the Four Horsemen are really close.
Alrighty. He picks NWO. DX is no crazy talk for me. Shawn Michaels, you know how I feel. Hold on, AC. James.
Oh man, this is a real tough one, especially for 3 out of the 4 of them. I mean, I've heard amazing things about the Four Horsemen, and I honestly hate the fact that I didn't grow up during the time like of their prime and everything like that. So, but I'm thankful enough to say I grew up during DX, NWO, and even Evolution. Oh, fuck, this is so hard. Oh boy. As much as I love Evolution, there's a reason why WCW was beating Monday Night Raw in the ratings every week. Give me the New World Order.
So this is picking your favorite.
Yeah, no, and like I said, I do love Evolution, but I mean, if WCW didn't have the NWO, would they still be beating Monday Night Raw in the Monday Night Wars?
All right. So the James, you just answered the next question as well. I think for me, my favorite on here is Degeneration X, man. Shawn Michaels, man. But come on, forget about it. You had Triple H in there too, man, and then Road Dogg. Oh, you didn't know? I mean, by far my favorite of these 4. I love the Four Horsemen. Don't get me wrong. But the next question, we'll go through. I won't keep y'all like all night, but we're still early into this show. What is the best faction here?
Oh, yeah. James did say that. I clipped the video for you.
I did.
The best. I'm gonna play process of elimination. The best. Evolution's off. They're out. Because you can't get that without any of the other ones. Great. They're a great faction. Man, the best is tough, bro. You want to say the NWO, but they let it slide. At its peak, it was up there, but they kind of just mismanaged it and became a groupie thing. So I'll take the NWO off. And then it's between the Four Horsemen and DX. I'll go DX again, honestly. Obviously, none of this happens without the Four Horsemen, and obviously you have so many legendary names there, but DX being able to be such a staple name even 30 years later, I gotta go DX.
Alrighty. James. Just kidding.
Yeah, as much as I want to pick DX, I think I'm going to double back down with the New World Order. Again, like I said, they were the reason why WCW was beating Raw in the ratings during the Monday Night Wars. And once DX came around and, Vince started seeing that, like, oh, hey, it's cool to be a bad guy. That was when the Attitude Era really flew. And not to mention the introduction of Stone Cold Steve Austin beating Stone Cold Steve Austin's match with Bret Hart at WrestleMania with Ken Shamrock as a referee. That's essentially that got the ball rolling for the Attitude Era. But up until then, the NWO and WCW were running things.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the best one's got to be the NWO. I think the formation, the NWO, and what it became was bigger than all the 4. And DX being my favorite, and I love the Four Horsemen and all that, and Evolution. But yeah, I'm going to go with the New World Order. So before we go to our next list, Brandon kind of already broke it down, but the last question is, which one was the weakest on here? Brandon.
I gotta go Evolution. Star Power's there. But, like, people are going to look at the Four Horsemen and be like, oh, they ain't got nothing. But I'm like, bro, Ric Flair was a primetime player. Arn Anderson was a primetime player. Tully Blanchard was a primetime player. Like, they were all ballers. Like, so yeah, I gotta go Evolution. I think they were the weakest. They were good, and they didn't need a bunch of members or anything. Like, it was an iconic group, and it worked for the era that it was in. But I think they're the weakest, in my opinion.
Alrighty, James.
Yeah, as much as I love Evolution, I'm gonna have to eliminate them as well. Triple H, he was still doing his thing, still in his prime and everything like that. But you already had like an out of prime Ric Flair. He's still the dirtiest player in the game to this very day. There's no denying that. But then you look at the two other guys, Randy Orton and Batista, who were still learning the business at the time. And they still needed the guidance of both Ric Flair and Triple H.
Alrighty. The answer is definitely Evolution here. Like it, they were cool and all, but would we honestly, in our heart of hearts, say that Evolution was iconic? Because the other three are iconic. The NWO, DX, Four Horsemen. But people don't talk about Evolution in that range for a reason, because they don't belong there. They're not there to me. All right. Top 10. You want to take a quick commercial break?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I don't think we have an updated commercial on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Hold on, let me see.
I was gonna say we could do the coffee one.
I don't think the coffee one's in the studio though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because we haven't used this one in a while. I wanted to do that one. Is there a way you can click into one of the other ones and use a video? Like how they have that drop down box, or no?
no, I don't think so. I think it messes with things.
Oh, then I
okay.
don't want to do that then.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say like I'm seeing the drop down box, but like I don't want to.
Something told me to put a video in here earlier. I didn't think about it. I mean, we don't
I
have
can
to.
see-
No one.
Hold on. If it cuts us off, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
watch it. Watch. Let me see.
All right. So yeah, I can run commercials through this.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, I just we'll be back in just a second. I just want to run our commercial here, and we'll see you in 1 minute. Welcome back to Monday Night Havoc. Yeah, I was able to flip and flip, so that That worked out pretty well. Didn't kick us off, Brendan. So yeah, you can do that. 166 people watching. Thank you so much. It's a big show. I mean, I'm happy with definitely with the viewership right now. Bunch of you on X. I got some people commenting in the comment section on X, but since they're not actually open the video, we don't get to see those comments. So we are at our number 10, our top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time, individual single wrestlers. Start with number 10. I'm responding to all these comments because these people, they're really cool, and I love everybody on X, man. Y'all are cool people. I really love you. All right. Number 10, Brandon, of your favorite wrestler of all time.
Give me number 10, give me Christian Cage. I like Christian. I liked Christian before he left, but when he went to TNA, he elevated his game because they didn't have any faith in him. You know, he got a shot at the WWE title, and they didn't think he could carry the match. So they put Jericho in the match with him, and he's like, okay, well, I just want to leave. I'm going to show you that I can be that guy. Goes on to be the NWA World Champion, wins tag team gold, all that. Comes back, gets to be a world champion. I like Christian. And what he's been doing now, it's funny. He gets to kind of have a different perspective and really roast people every freaking time on Dynamite. But yeah, I like Christian.
Oh yeah, no, Christian is definitely a solid pick because for so long, like we essentially viewed him as like, you know, him and Edge together. But once he got to have like his solo career and everything like that, it really showed like a different side of him. Like, oh, okay, like you're more than just an intercontinental champion. And his rivalry with Randy Orton during, I want to say the late
PG
2000s. Yeah. During the PG era. And honestly, his rivalry with Orton for me is pretty underrated.
Alrighty, James, number 10.
So number 10, I'm going outside the box on this one. Yeah, it's still a Major League Wrestling corporation, but I honestly think, you know, yeah, it would still be doing what it is right now, but I really think this dude, he's been a day one since this company came together. Number 10, I'm going MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Okay.
No crazy talk to me. I like MJF too.
I ain't never heard James say anything about AEW. That's the first time. So kudos to you. Andrew likes MJF too.
Yeah,
I like MJF. I will spoil a little bit. He is not in my top 10. But by the time his career is over, who knows? But I fuck with MJF.
Yeah, no, he's doing it for the love of the game, you know, like he watches, he takes notes of everything. Like I've seen him on podcasts saying like, yeah, you know, if you want to make the company good, you got to like evolve your product and everything like that. And honestly, he's been evolving since the start of AEW. And like I said, I know that AEW is essentially bringing in what Vince fumbled in WWE and everything like that. But I really don't think AEW would be what it is today without MJF.
Bro's a 3-time world champion, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Outside of Chris Jericho, the biggest name in AEW is MJF. And if you don't understand that, you really don't watch wrestling. That's just being honest. Number 10 for me is Vader. I love me some Big Van Vader, man. Like this guy, just a monster mammoth of a man. Like I remember when he came out there and like Sting was fighting, he was still Surfer Sting, so I still kind of liked him. And then like his opponent will be Big Van Vader. I'm like, who the fuck is Big Van Vader? And this dude came out with strong, and he can't even put his arms down because he's so big. I'm like, oh my god, he's just like tuning Sting up. Bloop. I was like, oh my god, because I'm a kid, right? So I'm really into this. Like, somebody help Sting.
Get him, no.
But you know, at number 10, I fuck with Vader. James, not Brandon. Brandon, I'm gonna skip right over.
I have to come one day with a hat and shades. I'm just gonna come one day with a hat and shades on. We'll just do that.
You should.
For me, bang, give me DDP. I love some Diamond Dallas Page, and it pissed me off when they brought him over and they made him a laughing stock, made him the freaking stalker. I'm like, dude's a former world champion, former multiple-time United States champion, was one of the heart and souls of WCW, especially when WCW versus the NWO. I love DDP. sucks what happened, but he's been doing a lot of really good stuff nowadays. So yeah, I got DDP at 9.
No crazy talk here. I really like DDP too. I always did. James.
Yeah, so number 9, this dude was essentially MJF way before MJF because he loved WWE solely for the love of the game. If you watch his match at WrestleMania 3, and you know the story behind it, it just speaks a ton of volume. Number 9, I'm going with Randy Savage.
Oh yeah.
I didn't hate Randy Savage, so you'll get no crazy talk out of me. He won't be in my top 10 as a spoiler, but you know that's just my personal opinion. Number 9. At number 9, I got Mr. Perfect. I always love watching Mr. Perfect. He'd spit his gum and smack it out of the air and then go into the crowd. And I was always like, man, that's
Or the behind the back towel.
yeah. I was like, that's wild. And then he did a promo where he threw an 80-yard pass to himself. That was pretty cool too. So number 9, I'm going to go with Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
Okay. Number 8, I'm gonna go Stone Cold. I know some people go, oh, you should have him higher, and I really like Stone Cold. Not necessarily for just like the matches, but just for his persona and everything he brought with it, and all the promos and all the vignettes, and like he had a lot of memorable moments. And I like Stone Cold, so I got him at 8.
Alrighty. James, I love you.
So number 8 for me, I mean, this man has had some insane rivalries from the time he came into WWE. And he loves letting us know that he won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Number 8, I'm going to go with Kurt Angle. This man deserves his flowers.
I like Kurt Angle too. I did. But you know, half of his career was in TNA, and I didn't watch it. So
yeah,
bangers.
Kurt Angle was just a different breed,
bro. Andrew, you just need to take like a few hours and just watch.
Yeah,
bro was like on like level 3000, bro. Like he was just going like doing front flips off the stage and freaking moonsaults off steel cages, bro.
Yep. And then his run with Main Event Mafia,
that was good too.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I'll catch it at some point. Number 8 for me, I got Roman Reigns. I know that's a little surprising, but like I've been really back into wrestling, not like really into it, about I guess the past 2.5 years, catching the pay-per-views and stuff like that. Not really watched any Raws, but I see clips on Facebook from WWE and all that. And I fuck with Roman Reigns, man. He's out there, and that match he put on with CM Punk was a banger. I think he's cool. I think he's in today's wrestling, he's the only really cool one out there. I really feel that way. I love MJF and Cody Rhodes and all that, but he's the only real like superstar comic book looking motherfucker out there right now. And I fuck with Roman Reigns heavy. So I got Roman Reigns at number 8.
Okay. Give me Shawn Michaels at number 7. Love some Shawn Michaels. Love everything about him. Maybe not as high as a certain somebody, but I got respect and mad love for HBK. So
yeah, HBK is the best, man. James.
Yeah, I mean, another dude that had some really insane rivalries with guys like Kurt Angle, JBL, Rey Mysterio. I mean, this dude could flip on a dime, whether he was a heel or turned face. Just everything about him was just so good, so funny. Give me Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero? Okay.
Yeah.
No crazy talk there. I love Eddie Guerrero. At number 7 for me, so I'll be honest, like I didn't really watch TNA, but when I would flip through channels that would come on, if this certain person was on, I would always watch it. And that's AJ Styles. He was a superstar. Like if I'm just flipping through and I'm not interested in TNA at all, and he's on there and I'm watching, that tells you what kind of level he was. AJ Styles, so much fun, man. Like WWE bringing him over, giving him the title a couple times, giving him his flowers. That meant a lot. Like that showed TNA had to tip their cap to what this man meant to wrestling, and gave him titles. I mean, just really cool stuff. At number 7, I got AJ Styles.
Okay. Number 6, I'm gonna go Triple H. As a kid, I wanted to grow my freaking hair out and have the beard goatee mixture, bro, with the freaking big gold belt and all that. Man, I love Triple H. It didn't matter what era it was, whether it was my time Triple H, biker Triple H, DX Triple H. Just don't really care for him a whole lot now. I don't really like the corporate Triple H, but yeah, I got Triple H at 6.
Alrighty. No crazy talk there. I like Triple H too. James.
Yeah, number 6, I'm going to take a page out of your book, and I'm going to go with the face that ran the place, AJ Styles. I mean, outside of, when TNA was basically doing its thing of bringing in people that got let go by WWE, AJ Styles was holding it down, doing his thing. And then, like you said, when he came over to WWE, they were giving him championships, obviously giving him his flowers and everything, and still seeing what he was doing at almost 50 years old, still doing those high-flying moves and everything like that. Like, how can you not have him on this list? And let's go.
194 people watching live.
We appreciate it. At number 6, I cheated. I have 1A and 1B. I wanted all the people that I put in there. So if I have to bump one out, of course, Vader was number 10, so Vader would be bumped out. Probably what I should have done anyway. So we'll just do that, bring everybody down one. So I guess at number 7, really, I have Triple H because he was my 6B. We'll just push Vader out. I'll be fair. But at number 6, normal, I got Randy Orton. Because when voices hit, you knew some shit was about to go down. And I really like Randy in the ring. I like Randy's entrance. I like his intensity. His mic skills aren't going to be considered on par with the best, but he didn't really need to be. Like RKO out of nowhere with some badass shit. So at number 6, I'm going to go with Randy Orton.
Okay. Number 5, I'm going with the Samoan submission machine. Let's go Samoa Joe at number 5. Dude still puts on bangers nowadays, bro. I mean, when you think you can't say like you see AJ Styles in TNA putting on bangers and not say Samoa Joe is in the same match doing all of the same stuff, bro. Doing Hurricane Rana's off the top of freaking Ultimate X, jumping off steel cages. Like for a big guy, he could do damn near anything that AJ Styles could do. So yeah, I got Samoa Joe.
All right, James.
Yeah, so number 5, I was out of touch with wrestling for a while, especially during the beginning of the Ruthless Aggression era. But when I started watching again, this dude really got me back into it because, man, his rivalries with Chris Jericho, Christian, Randy Orton, the most notable one, Edge, man, just that carried my entire high school years. Number 5, give me John Cena.
Alrighty. Yeah, John Cena won't be in my top 10. I'm not. It's not crazy talking to your face. I like John Cena. Don't get me wrong, but at number 5, I got Booker T. Five time. Booker T was as entertaining as anybody else in wrestling history. And if you don't agree with that, you just weren't paying attention. He did comedy. He did serious. He won King of the Ring. He won 5 titles. He won 6 titles.
Did you just say that?
Yes.
I'm sorry. His peak comedy for me was King Booker. Like that was he was having the time of his life with that persona.
He was about to ship. He gave his wife away to John Cena until he'd be like, "Yo, dude, I'm just joking, bro."
Or no, the backstage segment where Crime Time comes in and Coach is like, I don't speak Ebonics.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no! I think I just got booked. You better tell them to bring their asses back. And I was
Booker T had beef with Booker T. King Booker had beef with Kurt Angle. He was freaking trying to get his wife.
Oh my god! And the fact that Kurt Angle went over to Raw and said what he said on national television killed me.
Man.
Like, damn, you can actually say that?
No, you can't. So yeah, number 5 for me, Booker T. All the way from Harlem Heat, all the way to his 6 championship runs, King Booker, the whole 9. He deserves to be in the top 10 all-time greats. I know a lot of people won't have him there, but it's crazy that he's not. But he's number 5 favorite for me. I really fuck with Booker T ever since his Harlem Heat days. Number 4.
Give me the guy who said he likes boys, Mr. Kurt Angle. Give me Kurt Angle, man. Kurt Angle, like another guy who could shoot a regular promo. He could shoot a comedic promo. He could wrestle anybody with a blindfold on, man. Like, he's just that gifted and that talented. He's got to be top 5 most athletic guys ever to even ever step in the ring. And he could. And the crazy thing was, he was good from jump. Now, obviously, he probably had some growing pains, but like when he was on TV, he didn't skip a beat. Didn't matter who he was with, the match was going to be good. So yeah, I got Kurt at number 4.
Yeah, so I love Kurt Angle. Like I said, no crazy talk there, James.
Yeah, so 4 through 1 is definitely going to be showing my favorites in definite age as well. But number 4, man, this dude was another vital piece to the Attitude Era, and man, oh man, did he just make it work. But when his reign of terror came during the Ruthless Aggression Era, you just hated him with every fiber in your being. But damn it, like he was, you hated to love him, but you loved to hate him. Number 4, give me Triple H.
I like Triple H. I fuck with Triple H too. Triple H back in his even the pre-DX days when he was going DX where he got going, then when he became King of Kings and he's just out there mauling people with the sledgehammer. I like Triple H too. Number 4 for me is gonna be Eddie Guerrero. I love Eddie Guerrero, man. That's my dude right there. When he was in WCW, even doing the cruiserweight thing, man, he was awesome. Like watching him out there. Then he goes to WWE, man, and he's fucking hits the ground with the chair, chunks at his opponent, falls down the ground. The ref turns around. He's like, no. Eddie Guerrero was as good on the mic as anybody. He was as good in the ring as anybody, and his entrance was as good as anybody. Eddie Guerrero is top 10 all time as well. And if you don't believe so, you're a hater. That's all I can say about that. At number 4, give me Eddie Guerrero.
Shout out to the 201 people watching right now, by the way.
Let's go.
203. For me, give me AJ Styles. I won't even include his WWE run. I don't even need that. The guy got in WCW at the very end, didn't get to show what he had. They got bought out, goes to TNA, and he's a world champion within like the first year or 2 of them being there. He helped carry the X division. He held all the gold in TNA. It didn't matter if he had a belt or not. It didn't matter who he was going against. You knew you were going to get a freaking banger match. It didn't matter if it was a steel cage match, a ladder match, whether it was like, it didn't matter. And it's crazy the longevity he's had, and I'm glad that he gets to enjoy retirement now. I didn't really care for long-haired WWE AJ as much, but you got to respect the longevity. You got to respect the skill and just being able to do it so long. So I got AJ Styles.
So let me tell you what AJ's special. There's only 3 men in the history of wrestling, in my opinion, that did not need a title to be relevant. That's the Undertaker, that's Shawn Michaels, and that's AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only 3 that really they're taking the show regardless if they're holding the belt or not. And those are facts. So I agree with you 100%.
What's crazy is the freaking pop he had when he came, because he didn't think he was going to get a big pop when he came. He's like, I don't know if they're even going to know who I am. And I'm like, dude, yeah, they do. The roof. He's like, no,
dude, just because we watch WWE doesn't mean we follow. Doesn't mean we don't follow other corporations. And man, when I was coming up and seeing Prime TNA, AJ, this dude was a straight menace to society. But yeah, this dude could put on banger after banger matches and everything like that. And when I saw the video of the Royal Rumble where Roman Reigns was like, yo, you got to go through everybody in this Royal Rumble if you want to defend the WWE Championship. And as soon as I saw I Am Phenomenal, I was like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm. He thought it was gonna be quiet. He's like, man, ain't nobody even gonna say nothing. And freaking the whole roof popped off. So
as soon as everybody saw the word phenomenal, they instantly knew.
And the people watching TV didn't. The people in the crowd called that before the people watching TV. So everybody watching is like, man, what is everybody freaking out about? And they freaking see it and they're like, oh shit.
Man, look, people. I mean, like, yeah, when I Am Phenomenal came on, it blew up. But there were a shitload as soon as his music came on, including me. As soon as I heard that music, I was like, "Oh shit, that's AJ Styles!" And
Dude, when I heard it, because he was talking to the music people of like, yo, what do you want your intro music to be? And he goes, kind of like country rap or something like. And it just when I heard the beat drop, I was like, oh, this fits him.
I wish
This
he would have.
fits
I
him.
wish he would have brought "Get Ready to Fly," but he was tired of that song.
Yeah, he even said like, yo, I look at my sons and I want to throw hands with them for bringing it up.
all right, number 3. So,
James.
isn't it James's turn?
Yeah, it's James's turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so number 3 for me, I mean, like you said, Andrew, this dude is one of 3 guys that didn't need a world title for you to know that like he was that legit. From the moment he came onto the scene, you knew he was always going to be that main event guy, whatever. But man, I'll be damned if I don't say this dude used to scare the shit out of me. Number 3, I'm going with Undertaker.
I like Undertaker too. He is one of 3 guys that didn't have to hold the title to be the star of the show. That's rare.
To me, in my honest opinion, his best persona was the American Badass. Whether it was Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, or the Dead Man Walking, you saw him come out on that motorcycle. Oof, shit was real.
Man, him coming back as the Dead Man though and being Teddy Long's enforcer was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's like, anytime you pissed Teddy Long, I was like, "You go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker."
That was pure perfection for
I
SmackDown.
want to know whose idea that was because that was comedic gold.
It really was.
You
Teddy
hooked
Long,
the audience in. I think he might have been the one to come up with it, to be honest.
I think he is because he wrote for WWE for so
But,
long.
like-
He was like one of the main writers.
But what a way to hook the audience in every time, bro. It didn't matter. Like, it was JBL. JBL was like, "Man, I got the WWE title. You can't do me." And he's like, "Oh, yeah? Hold my beer. Watch this. You got to go 1-on-1 with the Dead Man."
That was a good one. Teddy Long, I love Teddy Long. Number 3 for me is going to be Hulk Hogan. I liked him in WWF pre WCW days. Like I was like, okay, Hulk Hogan's cool. He slammed Andre the Giant larger than life. I was like 6 years old when that happened. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh my god, my mind's blown. But when he turned to the NWO, like Hulk Hogan became the greatest of all time when he turned to Hollywood Hogan. So not only was he the largest face ever when he was Hulk Hogan in the WWF, but he was also the best heel ever. Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, NWO, just perfection. He is what a professional wrestler is supposed to be. So at number 3, I have Hulk Hogan.
Okay. Can't go wrong with that. Give me Latino heat. I got Eddie Guerrero at number 2. Like, Eddie was everything. Like, just that's a guy that I wish would have lasted longer. You know, unfortunately, we lost him. He was gonna get another chance with the strap. He was gonna beat Batista for the world title. I thought that was gonna be that would have been a really cool storyline. He would just captivate the audience. And if you were having a bad day, just turn on SmackDown, bro. He's just gonna have you laughing. Didn't matter if he was putting the freaking what's it called? The lactate burritos for Big Show. Yeah. It didn't matter that. It didn't matter if he was stealing people's cars. It didn't matter if it was WrestleMania 20 where he freaking loosens his boot and then freaking rolls Kurt Angle up. Like, Eddie Guerrero was just larger than life. Probably one of the most larger than life characters ever that I just feel like got taken away from us way too soon.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I had Eddie at 4. I mean, absolutely love me some Eddie Guerrero. He was the total package. He could go toe to toe with anybody in any facet of the business. Number 2, James.
Number 2, I really don't think that WWE would be what it is today had it not been for this man. I mean, he's seen so many heels throughout his lifetime and our lifetime as well. But man, when he was cutting a promo backstage, you know, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, you were like, and looking back, like, man, you were ready to run through a brick wall. This man really defined what the golden age of WWE was, larger than life character. Number 2, give me Hulk Hogan.
No crazy talk here. I had him at number 3. I love Hulk Hogan. Bro. Like he had some unfortunate character flaws. But we're talking about just the business and just the business. Hulk Hogan. I love me some Hulk Hogan. Got a comment over here.
Yeah, and
yes, like we all love Eddie Guerrero here. I had him at number 4. Brandon had him at number 2. It's really cool stuff.
I had him at 7.
You had him at 7, yes. Number 2 for me is Chris Jericho. Like, absolutely love Chris. You talk about one of the total packages. His entrance, Y2J, you'll never forget it. Probably top 3 all time, especially when he interrupted The Rock. It became the most iconic entrance, top 3 all time. On the mic, he's better than anybody. He can go toe to toe with anybody in the business, in the history of the business on the mic. In the ring, as entertaining as anybody you'll ever see.
Dude can still go.
Still go. And you talk about promos. Like, you just made the list. I mean, or I am the man of 1001. Well, Nelson, Chris Jericho is top 3 all time. If you really, really do the business for what he did, what he does, and how good he is, Chris Jericho is my number 2 favorite of all time. He's in AEW. I watch an AEW again, thanks to Brandon. And I love when he's on there. Chris Jericho is the best, man. Absolutely love him. But we are now down to our number 1, our favorite. I already know both of yours, and y'all know mine, so this won't be surprises to us. But for the 218 people watching, who's your favorite of all time, Brandon?
So every time I talk about this, it's kind of like skating on water, because you don't like, at the same time, you want to be what you like, but I guess you want to be a people pleaser at the same time, or you don't want people to look at you some kind of way. But like, if you're just looking at wrestling and you're going to completely cut out real life, because I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we're doing. You know, when we were kids or watching, we don't know what these people are doing outside of wrestling. Like, what they do, they captivate us. That's what we talk about. So, I mean, if anybody doesn't like this, it is what it is. I don't condone anything that happened outside of the business. But Chris Benoit was my favorite ever. That's who I wanted to be like. I wanted to chop people. I wanted to put the crossface on people. I wanted to be the submission specialist. I love Chris Benoit. You know, just from an in-ring persona, he's easily top 2, top 3 technical wrestlers of all time. Obviously not the greatest on the mic person, but probably had the greatest WrestleMania moment ever. Getting to be with his best friend in the middle of the ring with a confetti fall, and it was an emotional thing. And you know, obviously WWE can't honor that because of what obviously happened later on. But when you look at like impactful and emotional moments in the business, that's in the highest tier possible. So
yeah. So Jody says that Bret Hart is his favorite of all time. You'll love my number 1 when it comes up then.
Yeah, so number 1, I feel like this dude was the Hulk Hogan version of the Attitude Era, and I honestly think that without him there wouldn't be an Attitude Era. Came up during the Golden Age, gave us one of the most iconic matches during the Golden Age against Bret Hart when Ken Shamrock was the ref. And obviously you were getting in trouble. If you grew up watching this dude, you were getting in trouble at school if you did anything this dude was doing in WWE. Number 1, my favorite, I'm going with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Man, you ain't even got Rey Mysterio on your list, dude. Gosh, the disrespect, bro.
So
he's 11, don't worry.
So you notice I did not have Stone Cold in my top 10. I like Stone Cold. He was funny. Like, he made me laugh. That was cool. In the ring, he was fun to watch, but he just didn't do it long enough. Like, really, we got about 4 good years of Stone Cold before he faded into existence. So I mean, he's the greatest flash in the pan ever. He did it over 4 years, and I get why he's your favorite. I know a bunch of people he's their favorite. He just didn't make that my top 10 because of that reason. We can get him long enough. You know what I mean?
I completely agree. Like,
imagine
we definitely should have gotten
years of that, bro. Imagine if you could have gotten another 5 years.
I know.
Like without the
Oh.
injuries, and then the conflict with obviously like management. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I'll just say that him as the co-general manager was definitely a good run for him.
But they messed that up when they wanted to book him with Brock, but they didn't want to have any build up to it. He's like, I'm not freaking doing that. That's stupid. This is a good match. Why would I just freaking let you book it like that? I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, no, like I'm completely on his side. Like, you want me to put this dude over, who I respect, but there's like no build up. There's nothing that like elevates me or him in any way, shape, or form. Like, no. Get the fuck out of here.
And he was the point where he had the balls to be able to, because he got them there.
Yeah.
He was one of the driving forces that got them there. So
it was a qualifying match for the King of the Ring.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And they just wanted it wham bam, thank you, man. And like, no.
Lay down.
It ain't gonna work like that.
No, he just, it was a qualifying match, and it's same thing as what he says. He's like, there's got to be a build up. He's like, I don't mind losing to the guy, getting him over. He's like, but they announced it, and then 3 days later, I'm supposed to just go do this. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, and I do like that. You know, like, okay, I get it. You know, I'm the old guy. You know, he's coming up. He's the next big thing and everything like that. I'm all for putting him over, but if there's no reason behind it, why? Why bother?
Just for Brock to be gone in 2 years.
Right.
Like, just for him to walk out with Goldberg 2 years later.
Yeah, basically.
But you know what? Brock is iconic. Like, I wanted to put him in my top 10 list, but you know, he didn't. He really is just not.
Only 10 spots.
That's right. Number one for me, to nobody's surprise, is Shawn Michaels. Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels are just two people that are just they're as good as anybody else on the mic, in the ring, promos. They could do it all, and they could do it all better than anybody else. So Shawn Michaels is by far my favorite. Like, watching him in the ring from the Rocker days, kind of like Booker T's path to my favorite. Watching him as a tag team, really liking it, and then you know when he kicked Marty Jannetty and threw him through a window, instantly I was like, that is awesome. Like the hit, he is the perfect heel. And I'm like 7 or 8 when this happened. And I'm like, you know, you're always supposed to like the good guy. And I loved Hulk Hogan and all that, but I was like, man, this guy's cool. And then he comes out there and he's just got this big fucking earring, chewing gum, and they're like, what are you doing? I think I'm gonna win a title. Like, what title do you think you're gonna go after? Gorilla Monsoon's head. He goes, whatever title I want. And then
and then his iconic ladder match with Razor Ramon.
Yeah, that was really good. It is considered a top 5 match of all time. But it wouldn't have been without HBK in it. I love me some Scott Hall, but that was his only 5-star match ever. I would almost guarantee it. Almost guarantee it, because like as fun as Scott Hall was to watch, he wasn't putting on bangers like that.
Honestly, the only thing I really would say is his only other iconic moment was the way he sold the Stone Cold Stunner at WrestleMania 18.
Man, his most iconic moments when he shows up in freaking on Nitro. You know who I am,
right?
But you don't know why I'm here.
Yeah, that was iconic. But I'm talking about in-ring ability.
Oh
yeah, for sure.
His only 5-star match was with HBK.
He didn't have to, though. He was a big dude. He didn't have to do all that. You know,
correct.
He just set him up on the razor's edge and call it a day.
Right. Like, you didn't really notice how big he was because he was always paired with Kevin Nash.
He could move for a big guy, though.
Yeah,
he really could. Yeah.
You knew he was a star when he came on WWF back in the day as Razor Ramon. You already knew he was going to be a star. And so did WWF. Really weird they let him go. All right. What is the greatest wrestling rivalry ever? There's just one question on this, and we'll move on to the last segment.
I mean, I would be okay with saying that's the best one ever, because you didn't have to have a rivalry with a freaking wrestler. Like, you and your boss are literally just going on each other like every week, on and on and on. And your boss isn't firing you, but you're sitting there beating up your boss. You're sitting there like driving over his car with you're filling his car with concrete. You're hitting him with the Stone Cold Stunner. You're showing up in the freaking hospital dressed up as a doctor and beating on his leg with a freaking pan. Like, it was just great. Like, it was all organic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just went with it, and it worked. Like, those two were like, I know we always talk about Rock and Austin, and that's obviously in the conversation, but the fact that it was the freaking owner of the company and the pretty much like the top star at the time being able to like work off of each other like that with everything going on, especially like, you know, going against what WCW was doing on it. That was a bold move. You know, that took a lot of balls to do that, and it worked.
It worked very well. James.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, it really did work. And for a lot of people, when we saw this was like about as close as it got, because like, you know, usually when you're holding down a job in the real world and you're doing what you're seeing, what Austin was doing to McMahon, you're easily fired on the spot. But I mean, you got the worker against the boss. I mean, come on, like, it doesn't get any better than that. And just some of the stuff that they were saying to each other, and Stone Cold being able to stun McMahon, like, it just, everything about this was just top tier.
I can relate to Austin so much now in my 30s. Andrew can vouch for.
Yes.
I can definitely vouch for everything he was doing. I would love to have gotten to do those things.
Yeah,
every day.
Yeah, not good advice. But it. So for me, I don't have no problem with this being the greatest rivalry. It was the most entertaining by far. I'm gonna go with Hogan and Andre though. Because Hogan and Andre made wrestling. So if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have this. That's why I'm going with Hogan and Andre, because when Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant, mainstream wrestling was born. Like, whether you like it or not, that is the exact moment wrestling got big. Right then, right there. I mean, I remember as a kid, everybody was talking about school. We go to the grocery store, you'd hear people talking about it. They were talking about it on ESPN. They were talking about it on your local news. Like, it was a big, big deal. So I got Andre and Hogan at 1, but I do have Stone Cold McMahon at number 2. All righty, let's go to the final segment. I didn't put a question in here for a reason, because I have 3 separate questions I want to ask. All right, so first we'll start with, who is the best wrestler? And I don't mean technical, I just mean overall. Who is the best wrestler on this graphic? Brandon.
Oh, man. Oh, man. So for me, I'm trying to decipher between 2 guys. Because I feel like one's the modern version of the older one. And it's between AJ and HBK. I feel like because you want to look at it from a historical point of view, because you're like, with no HBK, you don't get AJ Styles. But then it's like, man, AJ took what Shawn Michaels did. Yeah, he might not be the same on the mic, but what he could do with his skill and like maybe not having the mainstream eyes on him. But I gotta go Shawn Michaels. Like, HBK, he's just the GOAT in that, just wrestling in all facets. If you look at all 4 of these guys and you have to encapsulate everything into one, that's who they need to be like, in my opinion.
All righty. No crazy talk here. James.
I think I'll go with a wild card on this one, and I'll pick Kurt Angle. I think him having that like wrestling background really meshed well for him coming into WWE. And then, you know, he's got some good mic skills in my opinion, and just his moveset was insane. Even when you look, I know like this is like well past his prime and everything like that, but if you look at the WrestleMania 21 matchup between him and HBK, it was just an absolute banger, and both these guys put on an insane performance. So, but yeah, I'm going to go with Kurt Angle on this one, simply because his wrestling background, I think, meshed really well going into the WWE.
So you think he's the greatest wrestler on this graphic?
Yeah.
Man, we got our first crazy talk.
I'll have to clip this one.
That's a bold claim. But hey, it's your opinion, and your opinion can't be wrong. It can be crazy, but it can't be wrong. The answer is HBK. HBK is the best wrestler on here all around, and to be honest with you, I don't think it's particularly close. He's better than any of these guys on the microphone.
Mhm.
I don't think y'all would disagree. Y'all might say Kurt Angle's close. He might be close, but he wasn't better.
Yeah.
In the ring, HBK was as entertaining as Kurt Angle, as entertaining as Bret Hart, as entertaining as AJ, probably more so, maybe by a lot. And the promos, I mean, like, my God, they're iconic. He's probably the GOAT at promos. That's just my opinion. I'm with Brandon here, HBK. So we go to the second one. Brandon is he don't do it a lot, but James, you know how this game's played. So Brandon, eliminate one. Who is the worst one on this graphic?
Bret Hart.
Mm-hmm.
And I respect Bret as a technical wrestler. I'm a big technical wrestling guy. What Bret contributed to the business, helped a guy like Kurt Angle, who was one of the greatest technical wrestlers ever. And I respect Bret for all his accomplishments, but not the greatest on the mic, in my opinion. I'll take Bret Hart off the list. I know someone might disagree, but
alrighty. James.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to agree as well. I'll probably go with Bret Hart. I mean, he was definitely doing some real good things for, when the WWE was still going through like its good guy era and everything like that. But once it started to shift towards the Attitude Era, it was like, dude, this ain't your stomping ground. Like, you're too focused on being your own version of Hulk Hogan, trying to deliver all these like promos to where it's like, hey, I'm a good guy and I'm not doing anything about it anytime soon.
Alrighty. I don't feel that way at all about Bret Hart and his promos, man. Bret Hart was a fantastic heel. I absolutely hate Bret Hart. But Bret Hart held the title when the company could have folded. Bret Hart won it in WCW and WWF. Bret Hart was the largest star on the stage for a long time. As much as I don't like him, I'm an HBK guy all the way. I can't eliminate Bret Hart here. I just can't. For me, it's going to have to be Kurt Angle. I like Kurt Angle, don't get me wrong, but I think the other three meant more to the business. Because we're picking the best. We got to eliminate the weakest link here. You cannot convince me that Kurt Angle did more for the business than Bret Hart, HBK, and AJ Styles. You'll never convince me of that. That's why I'm explaining my pick here. Because can you honestly look me in the eye and say Kurt Angle did as much for the business as these three other names on here? And I don't think he did. So I'm eliminating Kurt Angle here.
okay.
I know y'all are like, this motherfucker, but
I don't necessarily look at it. I didn't say Bret just out of saying, oh, it's a landslide. Like, I'm not gonna say I didn't wrestle with it. 247 live viewers.
Thank you all.
To say we haven't done this show in like 6 months, that's pretty damn good.
That is fantastic, man. Everybody on X. I love you guys, man. Like, that is awesome. That's some really cool stuff right there. All right. Final question, and then we'll say our goodbyes. Brandon. I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay. It's okay.
I want you to take out promos. I want you to take out entrances, mic skills, all that. Who was the best in the ring?
Like, just all around in the ring? Like, no specific style?
Around. Entertaining in the ring. Like, just wrestling. Nothing else but the wrestling itself.
Okay. So no specific style, just okay.
This is harder than you think.
It is.
I wrestled with this for about 2 hours today. I had a little more time.
Well, I don't have 2 hours, so.
No. That was on purpose.
Thanks for helping. Most, man. Because when you said most entertaining, that stuck with me. Oh man.
Yeah, like who was the most fun to watch in the ring? Who was that good in the ring? It was just who was the best at that?
Man, I
Very last question.
okay.
It's hard. It's really
I
hard.
want to go Shawn Michaels, but I'm gonna break the mold. I'm gonna go AJ. I'm gonna go AJ Styles. I don't think it's literally this. It's not higher. Like for me, that's the one I had to wrestle with the most because those guys don't even have to talk or anything, and they will just carry whatever they get in there with. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go AJ Styles, but it's not. I don't sleep good at night thinking I said that.
It's hard. I'm telling you. I saved this question for last on purpose. James.
Yeah, I know I picked him and I said a lot of good things about Angle, but yeah, I gotta definitely give AJ Styles his flowers. I mean, this dude was a high flyer and man, he was making it work. This dude was practically carrying TNA on his back when WWE were doing their thing, and it looked like TNA was still trying to find an identity and everything like that. But man, I'll be damned if I don't pick AJ Styles.
Alrighty. I'm not gonna pick HBK here just because he is the answer for me, and we all know that. So I'm gonna pick between the other three, and I know it's gonna surprise you, especially for that whole dissertation I just had. But if we're talking everything in the ring, entertaining, I mean, just like pulling the straps down, screaming with the mouthpiece, flipping Brock Lesnar over his head, gotta be Kurt Angle for me. Kurt Angle was as fun to watch in the ring as anybody ever. I only eliminated him on the premise that I don't think he meant as much as the other people, but that guy was fun to watch. He was perked out of his mind. I mean, like when he pulled his straps off and screamed, and he really looked crazy. Like he, you know what I mean? Like he made it felt real. And for that, I'm choosing Kurt Angle.
I can't argue with that. That is tough though. That's definitely that's Russian roulette. Like you don't know what you're gonna get on that one. But
right, that was the hardest question I believe I've done on any show ever because I'm looking at these four men and I'm like, all four. Even Bret Hart was fun to watch in the ring, like systematically destroying people. Like everything he did, he was like hitting your back over. I don't know, man, but Kurt Angle, I think was the most entertaining to watch. I mean, flipping people and jumping moonsaulting, and when he did the straps. Like you knew business was about to pick up. Like you knew some shit was about to go down. As fun to watch as any other thing. I really do love Kurt Angle.
Two things for me. One, Kurt Angle hit that moonsault like a million times, and like he's like knowing he's gonna hit the mat every time. He's like he's never gonna land it. So that's dedication right there. And
yeah, I was gonna.
And Andrew goes on a tangent saying how hard it was, and he's like, "Okay, well, y'all got to figure it out like now."
Yeah. Basically, Kurt Angle's moonsault was to him with what Shane McMahon is doing the elbow dive off like Hell in a Cell or going off the cage. And yeah. Well, like, I mean, if you look at the times that Shane was doing the flying elbow off of like a serious height, this dude was missing 10 times out of 10.
You know what, though? I will tell you. When we do this show again, what we should do our top 10 most underrated wrestlers. Shane McMahon's got to be up. Like they're really high for me, to be honest with you. He didn't do it much, but he did it as good as anyone else.
Who took the craziest bumps? He's number one.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Steve Blackman, throw me off like a 50-foot pillar.
Yeah.
hey, Kurt Angle, throw me through plexiglass until it breaks.
Right.
Yeah. And to think, this dude was solely doing it just to get a good job, son, from Vince. Like, God, this dude was putting on 5-star matches.
He's like, yo, bro, I'm going to jump to the announce table. Just roll out the way.
Right.
Like,
he was as good as anyone. He couldn't do it all the time because that takes a lot of work on your body to be able to take bumps like that all the time. But just the fact that he was going to show up once a year and he was going to put on a 5-star match. I'll give the man his due. Shane McMahon was as fun as his entrance was fun, and he was over. He was over because when Here Comes the Money hit that, man, that place would always blow up. All righty. That was a good show, y'all. We have 254 people currently watching. I have my phone on the charger, so hold on. Let's I'm gonna see what the numbers are real quick before we go. Oh yeah, man. We have already reached 700 people and we're still active. And 256 of them stuck around to watch. That's really cool stuff right there. Like really cool stuff, man. Like our stuff is really getting out there on the Villain Media Network. And I just want to go ahead and shout out to the Villain Media Network. We're having a lot of fun. The wrestling show might be my most fun show to do. We don't do it. We haven't done it in a long time, but I like talking about old wrestling and stuff like that. I mean, like even the new stuff. I mean, MJF and Roman Reigns, like I think they're 1 and 2 right now. Even with all the star power in WWE, I think MJF is number 2. And for him to get that status being in AEW, that's man, that tells you everything you need to know about MJF right there. But thank you guys, I appreciate it. I'm gonna let y'all go. The boy fell asleep, the wife fell asleep.
Probably go get a cup of coffee.
Right now, I have to work in the morning. I've had enough coffee. I'm probably gonna put on PGA and play some golf real quick. And gosh, I'm so close to Black Flag coming out. It's pre-ordered. Well, my wife pre-ordered the deluxe edition for me, so I got all the new missions, all the new towns. Man, Black Flag cannot get here fast enough. I'm so excited.
How long?
Huh?
How long?
It comes out July 9th.
Oh, that's the same day as College Football 27 drops.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool stuff. I got College Football 26 and 25. I'm not buying 27. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not doing it. So, anyway, great show. I will see y'all personally Thursday for Villains the Podcast. It's gonna be a fun variety show this week. We are doing the college football preview show on July 30th. I cannot wait. It is gonna be fun. Y'all know Villains the Podcast shifts from variety show to college football during college football season. The variety show, man, the views are getting good. Last time we had 303 live viewers, James. I think the time we ended the show, and it was at 1.1 thousand right after the show ended. I think Brandon and I were talking about reach. Cool stuff, y'all. Brandon, of course, your show every Sunday, Football Frame of Mind. Every Friday night, No Mercy Sports. Which I'm trying to get on there, man. Fridays, I mean, I always close on Friday or something crazy happens. I can't remember what I worked this Friday. Let's see. No, I close Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's 4th of July weekend in retail. So
Walmart is going to be packed starting Wednesday. I guarantee it.
Yeah, they pack right now.
That's what I was about to say.
People are leaving for their vacation today because a lot of people are getting 2 weeks since the 4th of July sit in the middle. A lot of these companies are giving them a week before and the week after. Large companies like BMW and stuff like that. So people are buying their stuff and they're heading out now. They're like, hey, 7-day vacation at the beach, whatever we're going to do. Or, and I'll be right there to serve everybody on the lake. So I love my job, man. I really do. It's really cool stuff to work for a company like I work for. Really cool, really fun to do. You get to see and make money and see how you're making money, and it's just good stuff. But thank you guys. I will see you. Gosh, I mean, I'll be talking to y'all here in a minute. None of us go to bed early. we stay up late, but I will see you Thursday, James, for Villains the Podcast. And Brandon, you're always invited on. I wanted to get you on a show sometime soon before the college football season so we could do a variety show with you. So if you do have a Thursday that you think you can do it, reach out to me and I'll put you on there. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Thank you, guys.